Planning for retirement is not always about stock returns or investment accounts. Outside of those important items are things that people may have failed to consider, things that I've seen as a financial advisor either impact people negatively or positively. So here are 5 things to consider before retirement. Consideration number 1 would be, who are your friends and what are your hobbies? A lot of times we've seen people retire from a long-term career where a lot of their friends and a lot of their social interaction is their job. That of course changes upon retiring, so it's important that you have friends outside of your employer. This can be found during volunteering, maybe a part-time hobby job. I have one client that works at a greenhouse part-time. She really enjoys gardening. It can be on the golf course, maybe in the gym, or even skill development such as woodworking, maybe even a book club. Consideration number 2 would be estate planning. Now, everyone has an estate plan. It's just whether or not the state made one for you or you made one that's in your best interest. So I always say, make sure that you make your own. These are things such as medical directive, beneficiary review, making sure those are accurate, not going to any previous spouses, for example. This is important to have in place so you don't leave either your spouse or any intended beneficiaries out in the wind when that time comes. Consideration number 3 would be housing. In retirement, your lifestyle will change. Would you like to downsize? Maybe consider all of the maintenance costs on your larger property now that you may be an empty nester? Or would you like to purchase a vacation home in a place where some of your friends may be or where the climate is a little bit more enjoyable? Or another consideration would be, is there family in the area? Would you like to see any potential family members more often? Grandkids? Would you like them maybe around to help you? These are all considerations that I see clients making early on in retirement to ensure that they're set up properly for their housing. The 4th consideration that I see very commonly is healthcare costs. Of course, healthcare will change upon you entering retirement and mostly at age 65. It's important that you shop your Medicare annually and you plan with your advisor to avoid certain taxes such as the IRMA tax. And also long-term care. 7 out of 10 of us here in the United States who make it to age 65 will need some form of long-term care. So whether you think that may not be you, it's important to plan for it ahead of time before that time comes. And the final and most important, in my opinion, of all of these things is a retirement income plan. This is the passport to the longest vacation of your life. People commonly ask me, Ken, how much income can I withdraw out of my accounts and how long will it last? Well, step number 5, this consideration, is how we answer that. So if you're interested in discussing number 5 or any of the items on this board, click the link in the video description below. We'd be happy to schedule a complimentary discovery session.